Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov on Tuesday denied claims that Russia has failed to give meaningful support to Iran in its war with Israel, and charged such statements aimed to strain Russian-Iranian relations. There are many now who want to add fuel to the fire, to spoil the partnership between Moscow and Tehran, Peskov told reporters. Russia has in fact supported Iran with the clear position it has taken. And, of course, we intend to further develop our relations with Iran, he said. According to Associated Press at the same briefing, Peskov was asked about media coverage drawing parallels between Moscow's muted response to the recent strikes on Iran and its failure last December to stop the fall from power of its Syrian ally, former President Bashar al-Assad. Peskov responded by saying such discussions were inevitable, but did not comment further. As leaders of NATO countries gathered in The Hague on Tuesday for what could be a historic summit, Peskov also slammed the alliance as moving along the path of rapid militarization. Peskov's remarks referenced U.S. President Donald Trump's demands that NATO members hike their defense spending to 5% of GDP, something several countries have already signed up to. Since they need to push through the decision on 5%, they need to portray a monster from hell. From the perspective of these NATO officials, our country naturally fits the role of the monster best, Peskov added.
Мы увидели заявление из канцелярии премьер-министра Израиля, мы слышали заявление господина Аракчи, пока других заявлений из Тегерана мы не видели, не слышали. И мы, конечно же, видели многочисленные заявления президента Трампа. Если действительно удалось выйти на прекращение огня, то это можно только приветствовать. Это то, к чему призывала с самого начала этого конфликта Российская Федерация, и мы надеемся, что это будет устойчивое прекращение огня. Никакого письменного документа не было. То, что были определенные посылы со стороны иранского руководства, да, это так. Очень много желающих использовать ситуацию для того, чтобы подлить масло в огонь, для того, чтобы отпортить отношения партнерские между Москвой и Тегераном. Россия действительно оказала поддержку Ирану своей четкой позицией, которая была занята. Мы намерены дальше развивать наши отношения с Ираном. Вот эти рассуждения, да, конечно, они были и будут. Это неизбежно. Сегодня начинается саммит, и одна из главных задач этого саммита НАТО, Североатлантического альянса, это принять решение об увеличении расходов до 5% ВВП стран-членов альянса. Альянс идет уверенно по пути оголтелой милитаризации. Поскольку нужно протащить решение о 5%, для этого нужно нарисовать такое исчадие ада, монстра. С точки зрения вот этих вот функционеров НАТО, естественно, на роль монстра лучше всего подходит наша страна.
Russian President Vladimir Putin on Monday condemned the unprovoked aggression towards Iran, as he met the country's foreign minister for talks in Moscow. According to Associated Press, during a meeting with Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi, Putin said the strikes had no basis and no justification. He added that Russia, one of Iran's key allies, was making efforts to provide assistance to the Iranian people.
Резкого обострения ситуации в регионе, спровоцированная абсолютно агрессия против Ирана, не имеет под собой никаких оснований и никаких оправданий. Это и вокруг вашей страны. У нас с Ираном давние, добрые, надежные отношения.
روابط ما با ایران سوابق طولانی و خوب داره.
Мы со своей стороны предпринимаем усилия для того, чтобы оказать содействие иранскому народу.
از طرف خودمون ما تلاش میکنیم که بتوانیم به مردم ایران مساعدت بکنیم.
Как вы знаете, я провел телефонный разговор и с президентом Соединенных Штатов, и с премьер-министром Израиля, с президентом Арабских Эмиратов, с президентом вашей страны.
As Ukraine ramps up its long-range strike capabilities, a breakthrough is taking shape. with German funding powering Ukraine's first hypersonic missile launch. Backed by a €5 billion defense package, Ukraine's Krim-2 hypersonic missile is now entering serial production, marking a bold new chapter in Ukraine's ability to hit deep behind Russian lines, Euromaidan press media outlet says. Ukraine has officially announced the development of its own domestically produced ballistic missile, the HRIM-2. After over a decade of delayed progress due to funding issues, the missile system is now entering serial production, accelerated by international military and financial support since the start of the full-scale war. Notably, Germany has provided a new €5 billion defense package, which includes significant investments in the domestic production of Ukrainian long-range weapon systems, including the development and production of the new ballistic missile. This aid enabled the Ukrainians not only to develop the missile, but also to initiate serial production of the Krim-2 immediately after its development. Notably, the Ukrainian Ministry of Defense also announced that they had already conducted a successful field test of the missile. Ukrainians shared footage of this strike, adding that it was used to destroy a Russian command post on the east bank of the Dnipro River Delta, Euromaidan press says. This means that the Krim-2 system is combat-tested and fully operational, opening the possibility of an increased number of similar precision strikes against Russian military targets deep behind the front line. The Krim-2 is launched from a specialized ground vehicle that fires it into the air using a solid propellant rocket engine before following a set ballistic trajectory towards a stationary target. The Krim-2 has an operational range of 300 kilometers and can reach speeds of up to Mach 5.2 or nearly 1.5 kilometers per second, making it a hypersonic missile. The 400-kilogram warhead allows for the destruction of hardened bunkers, logistics hubs, air bases and ammunition depots, especially because these are stationary targets that are easy to trace. Euromaidan press says the capability of Krim-2 to carry a heavy warhead for strikes within a 300-kilometer range marks a major leap forward for the Ukrainian precision strike capabilities, as the warhead is twice as big as that of ATACMS, which Ukrainians were previously dependent on for similar precision strikes. Furthermore, while Russian air defenses like the S-300 and S-400 are able to intercept targets at this speed on paper, as a missile enters the hypersonic range, a successful interception becomes increasingly unlikely, Euromaidan press reports. Overall, the Ukrainians are rapidly developing their precision deep strike capabilities, enabled by massive German funding.